Hi everyone, Damien Fate here, and welcome to Q&A Saturday for the somewhat weekly series where I try and answer all of your questions. If you've got a question you'd like to ask me, then go ahead and leave it in the comments section down below. Now, before I get on with the answers from last week's episode, I will say that the video quality is going to drop because I had a bit of a recording issue where instead of recording your answers, I was accidentally streaming it. And of course, the streaming video quality goes down lower. So that embarrassing moment aside, I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy your answers. Let's get on with it. Wyatt Nizarl asks, Marvel or DC? Also, which is your favorite superhero? And do you read comics or watch superhero related things like watching The Flash? Okay, and he also asked that question to Lennon. Okay, so we'll start with me. Marvel or DC? As far as movies go, I much prefer what Marvel's putting out compared to the DC Universe movies. Those ones just kind of bore me, but the Marvel ones are really fun and exciting. I'm super excited to go see Captain America Civil War tonight with my good friend. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to that. As for my favorite superhero, now this is weird because I just said that I like Marvel, right? But my favorite superhero is probably Batman. I mean, he's a classic. He's really great. He does have some really good movies too, unlike some of the other DC movies that are out there, like for Superman and stuff. But yeah, Batman, he's my favorite. Do I read comics? I don't read any superhero comics. I do read The Walking Dead though. That's really good to read. And do I watch superhero related things like watching The Flash? Well, I go see all the movies, obviously. So even the DC movies, I do go out to the cinemas to watch them, even if I don't really enjoy them as much. I guess it's just like a habit thing. I just want to go see superhero movies in the theater. But as for TV shows, I actually do watch The Flash. I quite enjoy it, apart from this season, the current season that's airing right now. The last few episodes have been really, really dumb. But episode 20, which I just saw last night actually before I went to bed, was really, really awesome. So, it's brought me back into it. I tried watching other superhero TV shows like Green Arrow, and that didn't really sit well with me. I didn't really enjoy it as much. So yeah, lots of superhero questions there and lots of superhero answers. I hope you like that. Wyatt Nizarl asks, who is your favorite superhero?
Superman and Batman.
Superman and Batman? You have to pick one or the other. You know they had a movie recently where they fought each other, right? Mm-hmm. Who do you think would win?
Superman, because it has lasers.
Because he has laser eyes? Nice. Your Face asks, if you're an old man, are you going to still upload videos? That's a good question. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep on doing this as long as I have people that really enjoy the content that I put out. That's you guys, especially, that come in even for the Q&A videos. So as long as you guys are here, as long as I have the time to make the videos, and as long as I guess that I'm not bored of making the videos, but I'm not bored of making videos yet, and I've been doing it for a year, daily, pretty much. So I'm going to keep doing this for as long as I can. And as far as will there be videos? Well, that is a good question. In the future, maybe I'll be uploading holograms or something. Gavin Emmanuel asks, do I play horror games? I love horror games, but I'm a type of person that when I'm playing a game, I really put myself in the experience. Like, scary games really scare me. I don't know if you were around, Gavin, last year. During October, I did a Spooktober event where I played a bunch of spooky games, and one of those games was Soma, and oh my gosh, that game was so scary. I had such big freakouts. In fact, I think I have a compilation video of all my freakouts if you just want to see those parts, but the series was pretty enjoyable too, so check it out. Gracidia Clear Skies asks you, would you get a pet when you grow older?
Another cat that's called Leon 1.
But we already have a pet cat called Leon.
But he's not called Leon 1, so this one is indeed called Leon 1.
Okay. Death Ninja 5551 asks, what games do you enjoy and do you like to play with others? So I think the best way for me to tell you what kind of games I enjoy would be telling you the games that I don't enjoy, because for the most part, I enjoy all kinds of games. There's tons and tons of different genres out there, but I don't like beat 'em ups, especially. I don't really like racing games that much, unless I'm playing with friends, and I don't like shoot 'em ups either. So those are the games that I don't like. Everything else I really enjoy, especially things like RPGs and storytelling games like you see from Telltale. As for whether or not I like to play with people, of course I like to play with people. I play with my son a lot, and I've got friends that I play with locally and of course online. I don't really record with those guys very much because they don't want to be making videos, which is understandable. But yes, I love playing games with other people, especially games that are competitive. Those are really, really fun to do. But not with Lennon though. I guess when I'm playing with Lennon, I like to play more cooperative games. Devin Johnson, Rosalina Ordaz, and Bodhi Fatty pretty much all asked me the same question about collaborating with other YouTubers. This is something that I have been sort of thinking about lately. I know that when you get to a certain point, the best way to grow is to do collaborations, but there's a problem with the way that it's set up because most people will not collaborate with somebody who's at a lower subscriber count than them because they're not going to get as much out of the deal, right? So, for example, I'm just going to take Captain Sparkles here as an example. He's got 9 million subscribers. He already has a huge share of everybody that uses YouTube. Now, for him to collaborate with somebody like me, he'd probably only gain like 1 or 2 subscribers from my videos, whereas I would probably gain a lot more. So it's a much better deal for me than it is for him. And because of that, it's highly unlikely that we would ever collaborate. So what you need to do is find somebody around the same sort of YouTube subscribers as you, which I actually did find somebody recently that I thought, I'm not going to name names, so please don't try look into it too much, but they have around the same sort of subscriber counts, they're family friendly and things like that. And we got to talking in private, and it turned out that they were a different person than the one they project on their channel. And I personally don't feel like that we could get along. And that's another really important thing. You need to find somebody you can collaborate with, that you can get along with, that you meld with on a personal level, like similar interests, I guess. And just so that when you play a game together, it isn't just 2 random guys playing together, it's 2 friends playing together, and that makes the content just much more enjoyable. So yeah, I would like to collaborate at some point. I'm just looking for the right person, I guess. Captain Snow asks, can you show us a picture of you being a kid? Sure, here's a picture of me when I was 4 years old. Oh wait, no, that's a picture of Lennon, sorry. This is a picture of me when I was 4 years old. I always get them mixed up. Naducho asks, if you could add 5 things to Minecraft, what would they be and why? So I had a little think about this question because that's a really good one. There's a lot of things I would like to add. So I think the first thing I would like to add would be something that lets you glide, like glider mods for Minecraft, but not like the Elytra that they added in Minecraft 1.9. That thing just controls really strangely and you can still die really easily using it. So I think if we had a better glider of sorts, maybe not as easy to make as the modded Minecraft glider, which just needs like leather and sticks. Something harder to make, but controls the same way, because I'm not really happy with the Elytra cape at all. Number 2, they recently added that you could have 2 people in a boat traveling together, which is really, really awesome, especially if one person's a bit laggier, they're not going to get lost or left behind. I think they need to add that to horses too. If you could have 2 people on a horse to traverse land as well together, I think that'd be a really good idea. Another thing that I'd really like to add is some form of backpack. Because you can't really carry that many materials with you when you're mining, which gets kind of annoying, especially later in the game when you're trying to get lots and lots and lots of things. So if you can make a backpack of sorts, and I know that again, modded Minecraft has these things already, but I guess they're my favorite mod, so this is what I want in vanilla Minecraft. Again, make it difficult to craft if you want, or have multiple tiers, so like a leather backpack could be like, I don't know, 10 extra slots or 5 slots, whatever you think is good for balancing, and have a diamond backpack that carries, I don't know, 50 slots. So yeah, add that to Minecraft as well. Another thing I'd really like in vanilla Minecraft would be some bigger inventory storage. So we have the double chests currently, and unless you're super organized and have lots and lots of space and lots of chests and signs and everything like that, it could be a nightmare trying to find the materials that you want. So if we could make again, maybe like a diamond chest or something that just has huge amounts of stuff in it, maybe make it searchable, or some sort of chest and crafting table hybrid, so you could craft straight from the chest. I think those are always really useful. And the last thing, I guess, something that I haven't seen in mods, but I think would be really cool, is some sort of physical object, like a ball, that you could kick around and maybe do some sort of games with. I think that'd be really fun to do. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I would like to add to vanilla Minecraft. I think they could really do a lot with that. Blue Cobalt Wolf asks, what did you think of Benedict, Eversauce, and the Blaze Rods? So this is, of course, in reference to Minecraft Story Mode Episode 5. So Benedict the Eversauce was a little chicken, spoilers, and he had a little crown on, and he pooped out basically monster spawner eggs, which I actually thought, on Telltale's, to their credit, that was a really clever idea of having a chicken that actually laid monster spawner eggs, and that would be a good way, I guess, for a Sky City to get certain resources. But I think there's only so many resources you can get from murdering animals, so I don't really know exactly technically how well that plays out into like the things that were built on the island, but I thought it was an interesting idea. I don't know what I was expecting, really. I think maybe a command block or something like that. That would have made sense to me, I guess, although they'd have to keep changing what the command block did. But considering we had a command block in the first part of the game, and that caused all sorts of trouble with the Wither Storm, that I thought that was going to be a recurring theme, that these command blocks are just doing all these strange things in strange places. So I wasn't expecting it to be a chicken, but I didn't really know exactly what to expect with it either. As for the Blaze Rods, well, I didn't like that Aiden and his crew became these bad guys. I know that they had their differences with Jesse and the crew in the first part of the game, right? They're just like schoolyard bullies or something, but they went on and became like mass murderers. Aiden and his crew went to this island, and within 2 minutes of your absence, they took over the island and started burning it to the ground and killing I don't know how many people. I'm sure plenty of people died. They went insane. So the Blaze Rods, they made a weird leap from the first part of the game to episode 5 that didn't make sense to me, but I guess Telltale didn't have to come up with a different enemy or something. I don't know. So yeah, I thought it was strange what they did with those characters. I didn't really like the way that they changed them like that. I think it should have been somebody else that was causing trouble, but there you go. Aaron Gaming asks, when did you know about Minecraft and Telltale games? So Minecraft, obviously, I mean, it was hard to avoid any news of Minecraft when that first came out. Well, not when it first came out, but after it started getting popularity, before it even properly launched, right? So everybody heard about Minecraft, although I was a bit late to adopting it. I didn't pick it up until it came out as a full price game. And as for Telltale games, I think the first game I played from Telltale was probably The Walking Dead. But that said, I've heard of them way before that, like even when they were doing the Sam & Max games and the Puzzle Quest, I think it was called. No, Puzzle Agent. That's the one where you had like this agent in Canada or something, and he went around solving crimes by doing puzzles or something. So I've heard of them a long time ago, but I didn't really stop playing their games until the Walking Dead game came out, and I just fell in love with that sort of style of video game from them. And since then, I've played pretty much all of them, aside from which one I haven't played. I haven't played Back to the Future, which I have it. I even have it installed because I'm like, I'm gonna play that one day, so I'm gonna install it to remind myself. And the other one I haven't played from them is Game of Thrones, which again, I do plan on playing. I don't know if it's gonna go on the channel though, because it might have very questionable content. So I'm unsure. I might actually start playing that at some point, recording it, and then if I decide that it doesn't really want to go on the channel, then I won't. But otherwise, maybe it will show up. I don't know. ManAwesome326 asks, why do you buy so many games? I don't really buy that many games anymore, if I'm being honest with you. But a lot of the games basically just came from things like Humble Bundles, which of course, you know, you buy a Humble Bundle just for one game in particular, usually anyway, like this game you want in that bundle, and you have to pay like $5 or something to get everything. You might as well get everything since it's such a good deal anyway. And then they just toss more and more and more games at you. So every time you buy a Humble Bundle, you end up with like 12 games or something. So that really adds to the collection. And then of course, things like Steam sales and stuff, you see games that you're maybe not fully interested in, but since it's available for like $2, you're like, you know what, I'll go ahead and I'll buy it, but then you never play it. So that's why I buy so many games, probably because I have a problem, but I am working on that. I don't really buy games anymore unless I'm definitely going to play it either on the channel or in my spare time. I'm getting better. Alex DeBlay asks, if I could travel through time, ignoring paradoxes, where would I go and what would I eat? What would I do and what would I eat? That's really funny. So I guess I'd go to the future. I'm really super interested in the future, what it holds for us in technology and civilization and just all kinds of advancements in the human race. I really am curious of what happens in the future. So that's where I would go. I can't tell you how far I'd go in the future. Considering how far we've advanced in like the last 100 years, I almost feel like maybe just 100 years in the future would be enough to see like great, huge changes in humanity. If you go like 1,000 years in the future, it might be like too far out that things have just advanced to a stage where you can't even understand, right? The great saying that significantly advanced science is indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, that would probably be too crazy, too far removed from what we experience currently that we don't really even connect with anything. Like maybe 1,000 years in the future, we're all just in pods with our brains plugged into something that we experience life through. And I will be just like, no, thanks. So yeah, maybe like 100 years in the future, I think would be a good step. It wouldn't be too crazy. We'd probably still have some form of cell phone, whether we hold it or it's implanted in our ear or something, I don't know. So yeah, that's what I would do. As for what I would eat, well, I'm pretty sure they still have carrot cake in the future, right? Uchiha Jijim asks, will you play a Minecraft horror map with Lyndon? Maybe, I don't really know. We might do another Spooktober event coming up in October again to celebrate Halloween and all that kind of stuff. We might play some scary games together. I did try playing a scary game with him before, not a Minecraft horror map, but Spooky's House of Jump Scares, which is like the most cartoony, silly, scary game you can think of, and he actually got quite freaked out. So we could try doing something, but depending on his reaction, it may or may not hit the channel. Well guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you want to ask me your question of your own, then go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I will answer it in the next Q&A Saturday. Until then guys, take care. Bye!